Looks like there's a lot of snakes in this house. This too much. Hi guys, welcome back to another Bachelor recap, week 2. So it was to be continued, and we start back off with Hannah and Peter in the dressing room. He's asking her if she wants to come back. She's still kind of not answering. She's like, I don't know. And she's like, I just want to fly off somewhere with you. I'm just like, Hannah, no, you can't do that to him. And he's just like, I need to see things through with these other ladies. So that's why he asked her to join the house. But at the same time, he's like, how can I go and pursue these other connections when I know I love someone so much? You know what I'm saying? So it's like hard for him. It's like battling. And he even asked the question, he was like, are you doing this just because of what ifs? Or are you actually missing me? And she's like, she kind of gave him the answer saying it's both. He kind of just says, I can't do this. And she's like, this is not how I pictured this would go, but girl, I don't know what else you wanted from the man. Like, he can't give you much right now. Now, Peter skipped the whole activity, but it makes sense. And I like that he did, because where his head was at was not right to be putting the ladies through that and then, you know, not really paying attention. So smart move by Peter. And he didn't cancel the whole thing. We still have like the sit down talking time, and it's time to sit down and talk to the ladies. Everyone's pretty heated, but no one is more heated than McKenna, I think her name is. She was not having it. She was like, he needs to be free, Peter. He should not be chained, Peter, not to his past. But they had a cute conversation. She wasn't like too hard on him. She was just like a lot of talk to the ladies. But when it got to him, like, she let it go, and like they had a good conversation. He also had a good conversation with Sydney. And then this other girl, this blonde girl, he had a good conversation with her too. So now it comes time to give the person a rose, and I was like, oh, it's definitely going to this blonde girl, because they had a little kissing session, and this girl was like, you know, oh, I really want that rose. And then it went to Sydney, and the blonde hair girl got a little disappointed. But it was a good night. He did a great job of apologizing, of letting the girls feel secure, like he had moved on, and I'm gonna leave it at there. So the rose ceremony has started, and everyone's going to get their chance to talk to Peter. Peter addressed the whole Hannah situation again, and he just wants this night to, you know, to be able to find out more about each other. No, this girl is not about to leave her champagne out in the open like this. Has she not watched the previous Bachelor seasons? You cannot do that. They will find it and be like, oh, champagne, and some other girl will drink that champagne with him. That's what's gonna happen. Oh, honey, no. You should have had the bucket, walked out with him with the bucket, put it down, do the light. It's gonna go so wrong. That year champagne is going to go to someone else. I said this was gonna happen. Kelsey's over a year champagne was just popped by Hannah Ann. Hannah Ann doesn't even look genuinely like, I'm so sorry. Like if I found out, like if I really didn't know, and I found out that this champagne was just something special for another girl, I would have been like, what? I'm so sorry. Wait, what? Oh my gosh, I feel so bad. Oh my gosh. I did not know. I genuinely did not know. Oh, I just saw it here. I thought it was, oh, like, you know, it would have been all of that and just extra, and I would have felt really bad. Like, it would have been genuine, like I felt bad. Sis went, it was for something special. Like, what is that? See, that makes me believe either you knew, or even if you did know, you don't feel bad about it. So what? Like, I took her champagne. Kelsey confronts them, is like, that was my bottle of champagne. Like, you can't do that. Kelsey walks off really upset. Peter chases her down. She still kind of didn't want to talk, but he got her to calm down. They went over. There's another bottle of champagne. The plot thickens. There's nothing in this cup anymore. But the plot thickens. And we find out that there was a mix-up with the champagnes. there was 2 bottles of champagne. To cut back to them sitting down, Kelsey and Peter, and she's calmed down, and they're like, okay, let's just open this champagne. Open it up. He's like, do you want a glass? Do you want it out of the bottle? She said, I'm not classy all the time. Let's drink it out of the bottle. And then that happened, what I just showed you. Look at that. I am mortified for her, because if that happened after I was just had a mental breakdown, like I would revert back to my mental breakdown. What the hell kind of half-ass apology was that, Hannah Ann? Hannah Ann said, I acknowledge your feelings, I respect your opinion, and we're moving on. That is not how you apologize to a person. And she said, I apologize that you feel bad, or you feel that type of way. And then she said, I've already apologized. Sis, that does not count as an apology. You saying I apologize for you feeling bad? No, not once did sis say, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry that happened. Even if it's a mix-up, like you could say, I'm so sorry that it was a mix-up. I really didn't know. Like that would make me feel more like, okay, you really didn't know. But I, as Kelsey, would be like, no, you knew. At this point, I hope she's not a whole Luke P situation, because Luke P started off as really good, as like, oh my gosh, first impression rose, so cool, and then became problematic towards the end. I'm hoping this is not what's happening with sis. If you're having issues in the house, like reoccurring issues all the time, it's not a good look. And this is the path she's currently looking to go down. Honestly, I think I need more tea. I need to get some tea to continue to effectively spill more tea. Okay, so hold on. Okay, I've got my tea. I'm ready to continue spilling some tea. Let's get started. Okay, first group date of week 2. They get to play in close. I wish it was me. Revolve, I love Revolve. Revolve, if you want to sponsor your girl, I'm so here for it. I love your clothing, everything, all the trips y'all be sending your ambassadors on. Like, oh, just beautiful, just gorgeous. The competition is like, they get to play in the Revolve clothes, and they're gonna walk down a fashion show, and then whoever wins gets the whole Revolve closet. Forget a boyfriend, forget a fiance, throw him away. I want the clothes. Like, are you kidding me? The whole closet. That's like $20,000 worth of clothes. I'm sorry, honey, but I want the clothes. Look at Peter. Who does he think he is? Honestly, who does he? Yes. What's your name again? Okay, McKenna. I cannot. Victoria has been shy girl all along, and then sis walks out with a lingerie one piece underneath a black trench coat, opens it up, and then she proceeds to signal Peter to kiss her. Sis, you got confidence. I don't know who you try to fool, but girl, you got it, and you look good, okay? The other front runner is Hannah Ann, but I want Victoria to win, honestly. Like, Hannah Ann is bold, though. Sis walked out in a wedding dress? A wedding dress? Okay, sis. And her outfits were cute, but I love a shy girl turned confident girl, so I'm always rooting for the underdog. Victoria, I hope you win. See, this is why I don't like Hannah Ann. She was just doing so much. She was flipping her dress on Victoria. Like, there's a fine line between being like confident and just cocky. You know what I'm saying? And she just gives off a cocky vibe to me. So Hannah Ann won. Surprise, surprise. Now we're at the sit down part of this date. She has a sit down with Victoria, and she was like crying, and she was expressing her feelings, how she's insecure and how this is like really hard for her. And let me tell you, Peter handled it like perfectly, like round of applause. Everything he said to her was just perfect. He's just like, I know you're not like the other girls. That's okay. That's what's endearing about you. Now, Kelsey gets her time with him, and she's finally in a good place with him. She feels good. Hannah says one thing, says she doesn't want to talk about what happened with the champagne. It's a thing of the past. She wants to move on. Kelsey comes back now, is sharing that she feels good and she's in a good place. All of a sudden, Hannah feels bullied. She feels uncomfortable. She's all of these things, and she's like, I have to share it with Peter. She is about to wreck it again for Kelsey. Yes! 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 My girl Victoria got the rose. Point blank, period. The good always wins. Boo. I don't think Hannah Ann is genuine. Someone calling you mean words in a moment after you did something to hurt their feelings is not bullying. She did not come to you reoccurringly saying, you're this, you're that, all the time, behind your back, in front of your face, saying all this. She said it one time when you did something to wrong her. So for her to go to Peter and say, I feel like I'm being bullied, I feel like I'm being torn down, she knew what she was doing. She's eliminating her competition. So now Peter, being the person hearing this, of course he's gonna confront it. He pulls Kelsey aside and starts to talk to her about it. And it's hard for Kelsey to defend herself because she's already been painted as the bad guy. I just hope Peter can see through it sooner than Hannah did. I know I'm comparing it to the Luke P situation a lot, but it just feels like it. It just feels very grimy. But stay tuned to find out how I'm feeling about week 3. And if you don't want to watch the full episode, you can get all your recaps here and my emotions. So thanks guys for tuning in for another week of recap of The Bachelor. See you guys next week. Bye.